let's look at the practical implementation of GitHub Copilot. So I have just asked it to create a Get API for product details with some mandatory as well as some optional parameters. And this is the response. It has also laid down step-by-step plan how you can do it, setting up your Express server, then creating a route, defining the query parameters, handling the request and response. And this is the code it has given. This is a Python. This is JavaScript code. So this is how it is. You can look at it, and it has also given the local host that you can connect to. If you have domain, you can connect to your domain or IP address, whatever you want to test this. But generally in development, first we test on our development machine, our local machine. So yeah, go ahead and use it. And then you have the explanation what happened in each of these steps and how you can run the code. It has clearly mentioned all the information, all the instructions that is required to run your code. This is wonderful, right? Now after that, I have asked create all the unit tests, contract tests, positive, negative, acceptance tests, different kinds of tests that you want or you'd like to run for this API, right? So it has come up with wonderful test cases in a tabular format, and along with test steps and expected result. Actual result, definitely you'll have to put it once you run the test. There's a contract test. Again, what do you need as prerequisites? Everything is mentioned here. Positive test, again, and negative test, integration test, resiliency. So again, one of the important aspect of your backend server, backend system, and database tests. So these are just a place where you can get started, but this doesn't mean that you can have only these many tests, but these are good to get started, right? And then on top of this, review all the test cases and move forward, create more test cases. Again, you can use Copilot for the same. And now what it has given us is how you can implement the unit test through program. Again, there is this JavaScript code for this API product details. First, it's checking this ID, then name, then category, and it's also throwing the error, right? Now how the test is described here. So this IT, any code inside this IT is for test. So this is the expected, which is the status code, and it's also expecting the name ID to be 1, name to be product A, category to be category 1, price to be 100. So these are the tests 1, 2, 3, everything inside this IT is a test. And if this doesn't match, if it's not equal to these or these or these, then the test will fail, right? Now go ahead and comment how did you like this, and do you now feel like you can write any kind of test cases, you can write any kind of code with the help of Copilot. See, AI Copilot is your assistance. That's not your only way of development. So make sure you review your code, you review what you have written, and keep the code simple. Have proper documentation, inline comments, so that others can also understand your code. Very important. Enjoy.